The STD that wouldn't go away with antibiotics until I ate this leaf. In 2008, I made a mistake. While abroad, I had unprotected sex, and I unknowingly brought something back with me. I caught a sexually transmitted disease. I was diagnosed with something I had barely even heard of: Trichomoniasis, a stubborn sexually transmitted infection caused by a microscopic single-celled parasite with a very tough and resilient metabolism. It's caused by a microscopic protozoan parasite that doesn't kill you, but it does make your life extremely embarrassing and unpleasant. Like most men, I had no symptoms. I only found out because my wife, after we had sex, began noticing irritation and an awfully unusual foul smell emanating from her private part. So, like a sensible person, I went to the doctor. I was prescribed metronidazole, the only antibiotic for protozoan parasite treatment available in my country. We followed the protocol. The treatment was straightforward. My wife and I took it. The symptoms vanished. End of story, right? Wrong. We'd take metronidazole. It worked, and we were very relieved and happy. But months later, my wife would notice the signs again. She'd tell me, oh, and we'd both sigh. It became a miserable cycle. Months passed, and then it came back. The same symptoms, same discomfort. So we took the pills again. But the infection? It always returned after several months. Trichomonas vaginalis is a remarkably tough and resilient parasite. It can survive for long periods in the urogenital tract without causing symptoms, especially in men, making it easy to spread unknowingly. Its ability to hide in vaginal folds or prostate tissue allows it to evade treatment and reemerge after antibiotics seem to have cleared it. Trichomonas can also form protective clusters with other microbes, making it harder for medications to fully eradicate. This durability is part of why the infection often recurs, even after what seems like successful treatment, and why it can silently strain relationships over time. Trichomoniasis can silently erode the intimacy between a couple, often in ways that go beyond the physical symptoms. Because the infection is usually asymptomatic in men, it's often the woman who suffers the noticeable discomfort: itching, burning, and an unpleasant odor that can make her feel embarrassed, anxious, or even ashamed. These symptoms can lead to a reluctance to engage in sexual activity, causing emotional distance. Meanwhile, the recurring nature of the infection, even after treatment, can lead to suspicion, frustration, or guilt, especially if the couple doesn't fully understand how the parasite works or that reinfection can occur without new sexual partners. Metronidazole, while effective against Trichomonas vaginalis, often comes with harsh side effects that can make treatment feel almost as burdensome as the infection itself. Many people experience intense nausea, a metallic taste in the mouth, dizziness, headaches, and gastrointestinal distress. In some cases, it can also cause fatigue, mood changes, or a general sense of weakness that disrupts daily life. These side effects can make it difficult to complete the full course of treatment, especially when the infection recurs and repeated rounds are needed, turning the cure into its own kind of hardship. My wife would sometimes discontinue taking the pills because of the nausea and metallic taste in the mouth it caused. Then in 2017, we moved to a quiet, remote mountain village. Life changed and slowed down. We grew our own food because the town was so far away to buy food from. And one vegetable became a staple on our table: cooked sweet potato leaves. We had them nearly every day, sautéed, steamed, even in soup. Not for health reasons, just because they were plentiful everywhere and was free for us to pick. A year passed, then another, but the infection never came back, and we had discontinued the metronidazole treatment long ago when we moved. At first, I didn't think much of it. Then a year passed, still no recurrence. That's when I began to wonder, could the sweet potato leaves be doing something the medicine couldn't? Could a simple leafy vegetable have done what antibiotics couldn't? Could it be the latex or sap in it that cures? I beat a recurring infection not with science fiction, but with something my ancestors probably ate without thinking whether they were beneficial to health or not, as long as they were edible. So I dug deeper. I read that sweet potato leaves are rich in polyphenols, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and antimicrobial compounds. Some studies even show they have antimicrobial properties. Sweet potato leaves, it turns out, are more than just edible. Could it be that regular long-term consumption of cooked sweet potato leaves had finally helped flush out the lingering infection? I'm definitely saying this is a miracle cure, but I'm definitely not telling you to throw your prescriptions in the bin. But sometimes, nature has a strange way of fixing what science couldn't. I beat trichomoniasis not with high-tech medicine, but with a humble vegetable that grows in backyards all across the world. Could food be medicine after all? So what if food really can be medicine? In my case, it was, and that's a question worth exploring. This is my true story. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice, this is just my personal experience. Ever healed from something in a surprising way? Let's hear your story in the comments. Like if you believe in the power of food. Subscribe for more health stories science hasn't fully explained.